So the national anthem's complete, and I'm fairly positive this is by some distance the biggest crowd that we've had in actually all week. It is pretty packed inside the Wuhan Sports Center, which is great. Of course, the Argentinians always make their noise, don't they? So the Russian supporters are going to have to try and outdo them here this evening as they look to try and head through to the second round as group winners. They will both head to Foshan after today, where they will join Poland and one of either China or Venezuela. They're currently doing battle at the moment, so the winner of that game will join Argentina, Russia and Poland in Group I for the second round. As we take a look at the three referees for this one from Brazil, Slovakia and Japan respectively. Well, Argentina have just been magnificent so far this week. They've just got so many different ways of hurting you, don't they?
They really do. They can hit you from the outside. They're third in three-point percentage in the tournament, behind France and Serbia, are both over 50% from three. And as we look at their starters, Luis Scholar, of course, became second all-time leading FIBA World Cup scorer. Campazzo, Brasino, Delia, Garino. Solid first five. Campazzo would lead the show. Scholar will demand that Argentina continue to play at the highest level possible. And this is our star player, Luis Scholar, averaging 19 points a game, 9.5 rebounds, 26 minutes played. And in his last game, 19 and 10, 6 or 7 from the free throw line. He's just super efficient all over the floor. 39 years old, 5th World Cup. He's still as hungry as ever to take Argentina as far as he can. It's a huge matchup tonight, though. He's going to be challenged to the absolute limit.
Well, there is Sergio Hernandez, his second stint in charge of this Argentine national side, so a plethora of experience that he brings to the table. And they are going to be challenged all the way here today by this Russian side. How do you think they should go about this game today?
Well, they've got to play to their systems. They've had two good games. They've really just managed the games. They had a real scare against Nigeria, but they came back. They showed a lot of character. Vorontsevich had a good start in the last game, slow start in the first game. He's just got to lead from the start, and he is our star player. He's averaging 13.5 points a game, 9 rebounds, 3.5 assists. He leads his team in efficiency at 16.5 as well. And against Korea, 13 points in 23 minutes, 7 rebounds, 4 assists. Can do it all. Has played for his national team for many, many years, and his beloved CSKA Moscow.
Yeah, we've just seen there's plenty of Russian supporters in here. There is Sergei Bazarevich, the head coach of this Russian side. This is the 4th encounter between Russia and Argentina in FIBA Basketball World Cups. The Argentines have won the most 2 recent matchups in 2002 and 2010. Russia won the first encounter, but also, Graham, of course, the 2012 Olympic Games, the bronze medal match. Russia actually beat Argentina on that occasion. So Argentina will be out for revenge here this evening. But either way, this should be fascinating. It should be loud. And it's a brilliant way to conclude what has been a terrific preliminary phase here in Wuhan. Of course, we have the second round coming to Wuhan as well. So we'll be having 4 new teams coming here over the next 24 hours or so. Spain, Italy, Serbia and Puerto Rico are the 4 teams that have made it through to the second round here in Wuhan. So that's still to look forward to on Friday and, of course, on Sunday as well. But before that, it is the turn of Argentina and Russia, who will go through Group B as group winners and who will go through as runners-up. A reminder, of course, that the points won from the preliminary phase here do carry through to the second round. So even though both of these sides have qualified, they will both be desperate to continue the momentum that they've built up and take another win into the second round stage. So plenty to look forward to over the next couple of hours.
Indeed, and what I like about these two teams, Adam, is how deep they go into their bench. Full of experience, but some good young players coming through, and the story of Patricio Garino coming back and really contributing.
Yeah, Garino was magnificent on game day 2, and we are off and running as Argentina control the tip and straight into the hands of Facundo Campazzo. Luis Scola, as Graham alluded to, another record in the books for Luis Scola in this World Cup, as Guarino bounced pass into Scola, but Mikhail Kalagin can bring it clear for Russia.
There's good help on the defence. Everybody claps towards the ball. Perfect timing and get the steal.
Vorontsevich. Now Kurbanov. It's good defence so far from Argentina. They force a tricky shot, air ball, and that's a pretty solid opening defensive possession from the Argentines.
Yeah, really good play. Plus they took care of the high pick and roll attempt by Russia at the top, with Ivlev handing it off to Kuligin, and it ends up with an air ball. Good job by Argentina early on the defensive end.
Facundo Campazzo. Nicolas Brasino, we've seen him knock down threes so far in this World Cup, just couldn't get that one to go. Now Vorontsevich. Their captain Vitaly Fridzon, who has his pocket picked by Patricio Guarino. Guarino goes himself but misses the layup.
I think he wishes now he'd given that ahead. He gave Krishino, or was it Delio that was ahead of him, the look. I thought he was just going to give it up a lot earlier than that. If you're going to go all the way, you need to finish. Facundo Campazzo about to inbound the ball. 7 assists a game, just under his average of 8 in the qualifiers.
Nice pass from Scola out to Guarino. Off target again. Vorontsevich with a big rebound. Now Vitaly Fridzon. Mikhail Kalagin. We saw him catch fire early on game day 1. Mikhail Kalagin with 4 threes. Can he get off the mark with a 3 today? No, he can't, as Luis Scola brings down the rebounds.
Both teams so evenly matched. And not giving an inch as Campazzo. Fortunate there as he's looking at the hoops.
Yeah,
he didn't cause himself an injury.
Could have gone very wrong.
There's been a few players that have ended up off the court and over the railing where that great camera angles that the spectators are getting and the viewers are getting, but could be a little bit dangerous. But he's just been running the show, Campazzo, and I'm sure we'll do it yet again today.
It's Brasino. Now Luis Scola trying to take matters into his own hands. Luis Scola, and still can't get the first points of the game to fall. Good
defense again. Scola deciding that he was going to just go inside and attack Kurbanov, but couldn't get the ball to fall. So they're just pushing each other now, Russia and Argentina. They don't want to be the first team to make the mistake or give up the first basket.
So both sides struggling with their shots in the opening couple of minutes here. Kulagin. Now Vorontsevich has a look up at the shot clock that counts down to 2. Vorontsevich comes up short. Campazzo will bring down the rebounds.
That's another limited offense by Russia. The ball never moved over from one side of the floor to the other.
So foul goes on Mikhail Kalagin.
Yeah, Campazzo was clever there. He dribbled past Kalagin, then stopped. And Kalagin couldn't come to a stop himself and committed the foul. 2 quick fouls on Kalagin. That's not good for Russia at all.
Here's Guarino, who's fouled, and 1. No, goes the other way.
I think he just used his off arm to get free as he spun baseline. Just hooked.
Oh, yeah.
Frisden, really good call by the refs.
So we're still scoreless. Only 3 minutes played in this opening quarter. Kurbanov, Ivlev. Ivlev throws it to Vorontsevich. Moltovilov, who had some good minutes on game day 2, did Moltovilov. Shot clock is down to 1 here. Vorontsevich has got to throw it up. It's another poor offensive possession, really, from Russia.
Both sides are really frantic. They're just not relaxing into it. Neither of them can get any rhythm. And another full shot as the shot clock expired.
It's interesting, wasn't it? Because we were speaking to one of the members of the Russian backroom staff just before this game started, and he was actually saying how relaxed and calm the Russian side were now. The fact that they had qualified, and as Delia finally makes the first points of the game.
Well, maybe they're either too relaxed or they have just tightened up as Campazzo makes the steal.
Throws it up to Garino. Now we've started.
Campazzo again, quick hands and a quick mind as he pushes the ball up the floor for Garino for the alley-oop.
Kurbanov out to Vorontsevich, who tries to get Russia going, but again, off target. Campazzo. Great pass from Campazzo into Luis Scola, who holds it on to Delia with the one-hand flush.
That is wonderful play from Argentina. Great heads up by Scola, just drops the pass off for Delia, who throws it down.
Well, that's got a few of the Argentinian fans, off their feet. Ivlev. Moltovilov drives inside, throws it up. It's another tricky shot, this time from Moltovilov. Now Brasino. Brasino to Campazzo. Campazzo to Scola. Oh, he can't make the two. Now Kurbanov down the other end. Kurbanov with the left-hand finish, and Russia have their first points.
That's a tough move. This game is now being played at breakneck speed. Great left-hand finish by Nikita Kurbanov.
Campazzo again into Scola. Almost telepathic, Campazzo and Scola. They just always know where the other one is. It's a little lucky to find its way through to Garino, who finds Brasino waiting in the corner. Can't make the three, and Ivlev brings down the rebound. Moltovilov. Kurbanov nearly had it stolen from Brasino. It's going to be another rush possession here from Nikita Kurbanov. Throws it out to Ivlev, not really the guy you want shooting the three, or maybe it is.
Wow, what a moment for Ivlev. That's the only option he had. He had to shoot the ball, and it looked a really nice stroke. Held the follow through nicely, and 3 points for Russia.
Scola, this game has suddenly come to life after a slow start. Campazzo, bounce pass into Delia, throws it out to the corner where Garino waits, and he just couldn't quite make the dunk, and he now goes out of bounds.
So unfortunate, he just lost the handle on the ball as he attacks. Look at this. This is something for the to be framed for Ivlev, but why not? Stretch 5 in the making. And Coach Barasevich would have loved that. Because most of the time Ivlev is just rebounding, setting screens, just putting his body on the line. It's nice for him to knock down a shot like that.
He's telling everyone about it now on the bench. Won't hear the end of it. It's Vorontsevich. Moltovilov nearly found Karasev in the corner. Campazzo. Campazzo just deciding to try his luck. Air ball, but falls into the hands of Brasino. They won't get a reset though, as Garino now shooting the three off target. Campazzo with the rebounds.
Again, Campazzo just reacts quicker than everybody else at 5'10", picks up the long rebound. Zubkov there getting down, getting his hands down near the floor there, nearly making a steal as well.
Campazzo Shot clock is down to 2. Campazzo just has to go himself. Difficult shot with the left hand, but great work on the glass from Delia, and he will head to the line and shoot 2.
Delia's been really active, been rewarded with a couple of good baskets and a big dunk, and there, right at the front of the rim, getting the ball off Antonyov, and just couldn't quite finish. And that's the alley-oop. That's what the crowd want to see. High above the rim, Patricio Garino.
So Scholar checks out. First look today of Gabriel Deck. Pretty influential in the prep game that we spoke about at the start of this game.
He's a pretty good player to have coming off the bench. 24 years old now, and just growing into his national team duties.
Here's Motovilov. Vorontsevich. Foul goes on Brasino.
Brasino and Zubkov getting tied up there. And quick whistle on Brasino along the baseline. I think Zubkov made the most of it.
Zubkov, nice inbound pass to Semen Antonyov. Difficult right-hand jump hook, but he gets it to go.
That was a really nice move. Good catch to start with, and then he turns and shoots over his left shoulder with the right hand for the jump hook.
Campazzo. Delia. And Nicholas Brasino forgot the ball. And now Vorontsevich can spring the fast break. Good transitional defense from Argentina, though. Zubkov goes himself and just leaves Brasino behind.
That's some really nice play by Zubkov. Just feigns though he's going to spin baseline and then goes high and attacks the middle of the key.
Brasino, and Campazzo again. Foul goes on Motovilov.
Yeah, Zubkov was asking for a foul there, and it was a pretty good request.
Yeah, a little surprised that he didn't get it, looking at that. It's Campazzo. Just over 2 minutes to go. Wow, don't often see that.
Well, Campazzo's trying to get a bit of spin on the pass, so it spins into Deck on the bounce there, and Deck couldn't handle it.
So timeout, Argentina. It's been low scoring, but it's been pulsating nonetheless. Russia leading 9-7.
Just looking at the stats, Argentina twice as many rebounds as Russia. One more turnover though, so there's been a couple of sloppy plays by Argentina with the Campazzo pass in front of us as well. But Hernandez just asking a few questions of his squad. Come on guys, we're better than this. He feels he needs to go to the next level. He's got La Provitola that can come in. He did this in the first game, didn't come in until end of the first quarter or second quarter, and that gives him a different look.
So I mentioned that Venezuela and China are currently going toe-to-toe in Group A. Of course, the winner of that one will join Argentina, Russia and Poland in Group I for the second round in Foshan. That tipped off half an hour before this one did, and currently Venezuela leading by 10, 33 points to 23. So China have it all to do, the host nation. Here's Multivilov. 2 minutes to go in this opening quarter. Zubkov now. Didn't have too many options. Eventually Kurbanov arrived, who makes the 2 and 1.
Yeah, great bounce pass from Zubkov to Kurbanov. And he just swivels and turns one way, then the other, then steps through. And Brashino's arms are up, but they just go forward at the impact. Great play and great strength by Nikita Kurbanov.
No lack of passion from Ivlev. Can't convert on the three-point play. Maximo Fielurup is on the floor, one of the youngsters in this Argentinian roster. Haven't seen a huge amount of him in the previous 2 games. Only 21 years of age. He's Fielurup as a big rejection from Zubkov. And now Karasev, Kurbanov. Kurbanov goes himself, and another one down the other end from Leprovitola.
A great rejection by Zubkov. But then maybe a kick out or a drop off, because he was going into 2 players, Leprovitola and Delia. That would have been a very, very tough finish.
Yeah, I just wonder whether they'll have a little look at this, because Russia are fairly convinced it should be their ball. And well, they don't even need to have a look at the instant review system. They have changed their mind between them, 2 of the referees. So Russia will have it, still with 18 seconds left on the shot clock here. As Semen Antonyov drives in, good finish, high up on the glass.
Yeah, quick decision, quick move to his right. And round arm, running hook layup off the glass.
Campazzo. Russia leading by 6 here, Leprovitola. Now Fielurup. Good defense this from Russia. Shot clock is down to 1. He's got to get it away. Oh, and he takes a really, really heavy fall. Campazzo, fortunately, straight up.
That is so frustrating for Russia. 1 second on the shot clock as Campazzo attempted that 3-pointer. Kurbanov trying his hardest to close out, but he was off balance. It sort of got turned around during the rotations, and he couldn't stop himself.
Yeah, I mean, there must have been about 0.2 seconds left when Campazzo shot the 3, so yeah, really frustrating for Russia. Campazzo off target with his first free throw.
75% from the line so far during the tournament.
So he makes 2 out of the 3.
Montevivov having to play a lot of minutes with Frisden in foul trouble.
Montevillov finds Zubkov. Zubkov makes the mid-range 2.
He's doing really well, Zubkov. Just knocks down the shots, rebounds, blocks shots, everything you'd want from a player in his position.
Leprovitola, both Leprovitola and Campazzo on the floor. Get out of here, says Kurbanov.
Great rejection on the help by Kurbanov.
Now Antonyov, and now Kurbanov down the other end of the floor.
And the TCL star player from the previous game is right up there in the voting for this game. He is everywhere. Great play by Kurbanov.
6 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist so far for Nikita Kurbanov. Now Campazzo lining up the 3, right on the buzzer.
Campazzo, the magician, weaving his spell and knocking down the 3. He won't back off. What a step back that is. Got his last one. He was fouled. He'd had one blocked and knocks that one down for 3.
So what an end to the opening quarter for Argentina, but at the end of the first, it is Russia who have a slender advantage. 17 points to 12, the leads.
After a slow start, things really heated up. And these two teams that are so closely matched. Here's the percentages: 64% Russia, 25% from three, and only 53% and 53% from field goals, which is pretty good, above 50% for their shots. And they're leading by 5. But both teams have got big game players. It's Kalagin actually who's in the foul trouble, and none bigger than that from Ivlev. Look at the hold of the follow through. I wonder if he'll try that again.
Probably.
If he gets in the same situation, you just don't know. And this was a highlight play for Argentina. Great look from Campazzo. Laid it on a plate for Guarino. And then a big slam by Delia. Just high IQ from Scholar. Had the help coming over, so he just dropped it off to his teammate, and they loved it. It's so nice when the bigs share the ball to each other and know when to release the pass. And there's Kabanov. Block shot, forcing his way in. And then he also made that other, after the block, he went down the other end and finished with his left hand. So he's really at the fort, Nikita Kabanov.
Well, there is the official FIBA Basketball World Cup China 2019 app. You can, of course, download it for free on the App Store on whatever device you have to help guide you through the remainder of this World Cup. I'm sure you've all had it for a couple of years now, right from the start of the qualifiers. But if you haven't, do go on and make sure you download that. So second quarter just about to get started. Russia with a 5-point lead, 17 points to 12. And already a steal from Facundo Campazzo. Campazzo into Scholar. The little fake first.
That's absolutely spot on. 2-on-1 basketball. Campazzo with a pass fake, draws the defense to him, drops it off to Scholar.
So just the start that Argentina wanted. Little feign first, you saw, then the defense thinking that Campazzo was going to go himself. Pops it off to Scholar.
And because Scholar is so well conditioned and fit, he can run all day.
Now the steal from Leprovitola. It's been a sloppy start to this second quarter from Russia. Here's Gabriel Deck. Deck, difficult shot, comes up short. Rebound from Mikhail Kulagin.
Yeah, that is a tough shot fading away. Made one earlier in the tournament, Deck. Not this time.
Karasev. Semen Antonyov just deciding to shoot the three, no good. Rebound by Maximo Fielurup. He's been a member of the Argentine national side since he was a teenager, Fielurup. He's only 21 years of age now. He made his pro debut as a 16-year-old. Here's Scholar, as you can probably tell by the noise that erupts around the Wuhan Sports Center every time he gets on the ball.
Yeah, they love him here. Louis Scholar playing his club basketball in China, in Shanghai.
Here's Leprovitola deciding to shoot the three from a long way out. Great anticipation from Campazzo, who throws it back outside. Louis Scholar knocks down the three.
Another offensive rebound by one of the smallest players on the court, because he reacts quicker. He maybe wants it even more. Gets the offensive rebound, kicks it to his sidekick Scholar, who does the rest, knocking down the three.
5 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists already for Facundo Campazzo. And it has just been the perfect start to this second quarter for Argentina. And perhaps unsurprisingly, Sergei Bazarevich calls timeout.
Yeah, he needs to just calm things down, get back control of this game if he can. But Campazzo, time and time again, that's a couple of offensive rebounds he's chased out. He defies the myth that you have to be big to play this game.
Yeah, only 1 meter 79, Facundo Campazzo. Smallest man on the Argentine side and the smallest on the Russian side as well.
Yeah, him and Laprovitola just... They're small guards in modern day standards, but they just get around the court. They're always around the action. They anticipate. And he beat Kalagin to that offensive rebound. He just wants it. He's so quick. His hands are so quick and his mind is working quicker than anybody else on the floor.
Yeah, just reads the game so well, Facundo Campazzo. So we're all tied up now, 17 points each. Karasev steps back, shoots the two, comes up short. Another rebound for Facundo Campazzo. Campazzo may have to go coast to coast here. Oh, what a play, Facundo Campazzo.
And he turns on the afterburners with the crossover. Defensive rebound to lay up in about 2 seconds.
What a start to the game the little magician has made as he picks up another loose ball. Tries to bounce it into Scholar, who does well. Here he goes again. What trick does he have next up his sleeve? Into Laprovitola. Laprovitola draws the foul.
And this time he hands it off to Laprovitola, who gets in between Valiev. Just gets through the gap, but look at that, right through the heart of the Russian defense. Kurbanov, he knew Kurbanov was going to try and block him, so he just used the ring as extra protection and finished with his right hand. And Laprovitola gets through the gap of the Russian defense, and they had to foul him.
Splits him from the line. Laprovitola. It's Kalagin. Zubkov. The steal from Gabriel Deck. The pass to Facundo Campazzo. And you know he wasn't going to miss.
What a pass by Laprovitola to Campazzo, perfect, and then high off the glass as he often has to avoid the Russian defense.
Argentina have caught fire. 10-0 run to start off this second quarter. Another steal from Gabriel Deck. It's 2 in a row for Deck now. And the foul goes. It was Zubkov running back.
They've just stepped it up, and what a great bounce pass from Laprovitola to Facundo Campazzo. Sloppy pass, though, that led to the steal by Deck. But what a finish, and the Argentine supporters are loving this.
Laprovitola lining up the three from miles out. He knew it was in as soon as it left his hand. He was running back celebrating.
Wrap-around pass from Campazzo, who's piling up the assist, and Laprovitola does the rest from way, way downtown.
Vorontsevich, what a run this is from the Argentines right now. Russia need to try and get some control back as Kalagin, it's another steal for Argentina. Laprovitola. Now Facundo Campazzo, an open three. Scholar puts it back.
And they're playing at their pace, playing Argentinian ball, and Scholar again, front of the rim because he runs the floor so well, whether he's 39 years old or not. It doesn't matter to him. It's a big time three from Laprovitola. And there's Scholar underneath, gets inside position on Fritzton. Too big, too strong, too good. Laprovitola, I mean, that's ridiculous. It's not the first one he's made at that sort of range as well. And Campazzo just lands the pass on a dime. They can hurt you in so many ways. You said it pre-game. Perfect examples, the last two plays.
So big time out here for Russia and Sergei Bazarevich.
He may be getting frustrated, but there's not much you can do when Argentina step it up to their absolute highest level. Some of the statistics, points from turnovers, 14-4 Argentina, because they're getting so many good steals right at the top of the key. Russia can't get back, they're getting 2-on-1 straight away, or even 1-on-0s when Campazzo puts on the afterburners. But just wonderful to watch when this Argentinian team are in full flow.
Well, they're on an 18-0 run right now, Argentina. They scored the last 3 points of the opening quarter. They've scored all 15 points so far in quarter number 2. So Russia really have to try and stop the rot, and quickly. It's a double-digit lead now for Argentina. They lead by 10. Mikhail Kalagin. Oh, Campazzo, nearly another steal. In the end, it's called on the foul.
And Campazzo so alive. As soon as that pass was on its way, he wanted to steal it. He said in the earlier press conferences, Adam, that we were at, he's 95%, but he will always give 100% for his country. And just his demeanour, his attitude, his effort, it's just, and he has amazing skill as well, as they call him the magician.
His brain just seems to be about 2 or 3 seconds in front of everyone else. Facundo Campazzo takes a well-earned breather, 9 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists already for him. A couple of steals as well as Kubanov lines up the 3, and that is exactly what the doctor ordered for Russia.
Yeah, he had to. He was on the 3-point line. The closeout came, so he up-faked, got to a 2-point shot, elevated and knocked it down. Nice play by Nikita Kubanov.
This is Leprovitola.
Just a foul there as in the middle of the floor, and Kalagin. He's now got 3 fouls, and that's massive for Russia. He's going to have to sit the rest of this quarter.
It's Leprovitola out to the corner where Vildoza waits. Can't connect with the 3. Kubanov with a big rebound. Foul goes on Leprovitola.
He really went after that offensive rebound after kicking it out to Vildoza for the 3, who had a really good look, but just too much contact on the rebound.
Sergio Hernandez, just watch him all day on the side. He's always having a bit of a moan about something.
Well, he's got very high standards for this team, has high standards for himself, having achieved so much in world basketball.
The referee's just in communication with Mike Homsey, the commissioner from Canada.
Yeah, we check for clock malfunction.
Checking for a clock malfunction.
Yeah, go. Go ahead. Stop. But go. Oh, behind. 37. Okay.
Yes, when you made a call. 37.
Yeah, 37.
Yep. So 37, 5:37 on the game clock.
Yeah,
All right.
we confirm this.
All right.
So again, quick use of the instant review system. Just confirming 5 minutes and 37 seconds to be put back onto the game clock. We had 5 minutes 25 on there at the moment. Well, it's been some run so far in this quarter. 15 points to 2. They've outscored Russia. Nikita Kubanov the man that stopped the mini rot, the big rot that was developing. And they've cut the lead back to single digits. It's an 8-point lead for Argentina.
Russia have got to act now with Campazzo on the bench. They've got to try and start eating into this lead.
Vorontsevich. Now Sopin. Outside again to Vorontsevich, who connects with the three.
And he loves that, just waited outside the three-point arc. Nice kick back by Sopin, who hasn't played much in this tournament so far. Vorontsevich knocks it down.
Provatola throws it out to Maximo Fjellerup. Fjellerup thought about throwing up the three, instead just passes it on to Gabriel Deck, who drives inside and makes the two.
That's a really strong play. Cuffs the ball so the defense can't get to it, and then finishes it off the glass. Really difficult move.
Nikita Kubanov tries to throw it into Zubkov. Too much on the pass, and they'll turn it over.
There's so much good defensive pressure, good positioning. The only pass that was left was that one right across the key, and it was too hot to handle.
Deck. Deck again. We know he can get hot, Gabriel Deck, but can't make that three. Rebound by Zubkov. Vitaly Fridzon, the Russian captain. Fridzon again. Deck just backs off him and allows him the look at the three. Vildoza with the rebounds. Deck. Fjellerup was open, but Scholar instead goes himself. Oh, he's fouled. He can't make the two, but he'll head to the line and shoot two.
Yeah, great ball movement from one side to the other. Little no-look pass by Deck to Scholar, and good up fake and step through. He'd be annoyed that he hasn't made that. He did the hard work, and then just a touch too hard off the glass.
So Yevgeny Baburin comes onto the floor. Haven't really seen a huge amount from him so far in this World Cup. We know that he's a very good three-point shooter when he gets in the groove.
Yeah, just averaging just over 9 minutes a game. But he is a knockdown shooter, and the way Argentina are playing their defense as Scholar knocks down the free throw, they're really playing tough on the ball and protecting the middle of the floor. If they got to move the ball side to side and penetrate and kick, Baburin could be the perfect foil for that.
Yeah, plays his club basketball for Nizhny Novgorod. Actually started his career with Nizhny back in 2005, and now he's in his third spell there.
Yeah, I've covered his games on the Basketball Champions League with Nizhny Novgorod. Real solid player for that club.
Zubkov. Zubkov, good penetration from him.
And Zubkov continues his good work, takes it hard to the hoop and finishes over the front of the rim.
3 for 3 from two-point range so far for Zubkov. And the backcourt violation from Provatola.
That's much better by Russia. They follow up the good offensive play by Zubkov with tough D at the halfway. And Coach Hernandez will not be happy, chewing even harder on his gum there.
Vorontsevich. Zubkov again. Zubkov tried to throw it into Vorontsevich. He wasn't actually looking. Now Luka Vildoza turns on the afterburners, feeds it into Deck, who is fouled and will shoot two.
Really good attack downhill by Vildoza. That's certainly what it looks like. He's another quick player. Zubkov took his eye off Deck for a second, and by the time he turned back round, Deck was on his way to throw it down, so he ended up having to foul him. .86% from the free throw line, Deck, so far in this tournament. And as we said before, Adam, learning directly every day from Luis Scola. Yep. in that sort of similar position. So when Scola does step aside, you've got good players coming through of similar ilk.
Foul on Garino.
Yeah, just throwing in some full court pressure there, Argentina, trying to break things up. And Garino with the foul, just running in too quick, trying to break up the Russian offense.
You just saw that stat come up at the bottom of your screen, that averaging 13 turnovers a game in the World Cup. Russia already, still with 3 minutes and 20 seconds left in the second quarter, they've had 12 turnovers today. Out to Zubkov, who has so much time, but still can't knock down a three. Vildoza with the rebounds. Foul on Baburin.
There's a foul on Sopin there, just reaching in. Just stopped moving his feet for a second and just reached. Good job by Vildoza, quick change of direction on the dribble.
So a chance to make it a double-digit lead once again here for Argentina. The biggest lead they've had, 10 so far. Russia have led by 8 early on.
Vildoza 100% coming into from the line coming into this game.
He continues that way.
Yeah, he's really impressed in this tournament. When he's been asked to play minutes, he's come straight in and been positive.
So the lead is up to 11, 3 minutes to go in this first half. Semen Antonyov. Zubkov. Back out to Zubkov. Scholar did well to get out to him in time, but just drove inside and finished off nicely.
Yeah, Zubkov there, just up fake as the closeout came too hard and just got right to the rim, just drops it over the top.
Gabriel Deck, another foul goes on Yevgeny Baburin. So splits them, Gabriel Deck. And again, the lead is 10. Russia have only had one trip to the foul line so far in this game. 15 attempts for Argentina. There is Yevgeny Baburin now. Sopin with the time to try and knock down a three. It's another rebound for Luka Vildoza, his third. Fiala up, now Luis Scola. Scola has two all around him, Zubkov and Baburin.
And Scola just gets the ball in the post, out muscles, out sizes Baburin. And as the help came, Zubkov. The foul ended up being committed, and if that's Baburin's foul, that's his third.
Yeah, third foul, and all three of them have come in the last couple of minutes for Yevgeny Baburin.
Yeah, that's tough for Russia, him and Baburin and Kalagin, both on 3 fouls.
Yeah, he's only been on the floor 2 minutes, Baburin, for his 3 fouls. Back comes Leprovitola as Garino checks out.
Scholar into double figures, another efficient, exhilarating game from the veteran.
Zubkov. Sopin. Got a lovely bounce pass to Zubkov, and Zubkov makes the 2.
Yeah, Zubkov doing a really good job underneath. Just getting the basket. This time he gets the pass into the post and just finishes right at the hoop.
Yeah, 10 points now for Andrei Zubkov as well. Luis Scola thought about the 3, instead just drives inside, and this time Yevgeny Baburin does get the steal. Baburin gets it back. We've seen him knock these down a lot, but way off target on this occasion. Zubkov will be disappointed he hasn't put that back, and now the rejection from Gabriel Deck.
What a rejection from Gabriel Deck. Not in my house.
Scholar throws it out to Fjellerup. Fjellerup, oh, what a play on the reverse with the left hand.
Yeah, Fjellerup attacking the closeout, goes left-handed, almost falling to the floor as he just flips the ball up off the glass. Great play.
Vorontsevich, Yevgeny Baburin draws the foul.
Big block by Gabriel Deck there, and that's a tough move. Just gets enough English on the ball, enough spin with his left hand to get it in off the glass.
Yeah, he plays for Gabriel Deck's old team, San Lorenzo, and you wouldn't be too surprised if he kind of followed in Deck's footsteps, would you, by joining a big European powerhouse in someone like Real Madrid in a few years' time. Maximo Fjellerup, only 21, as I said.
Yeah, he's a top talent. Hasn't been playing a lot of minutes, but you can see the talent. He's been eased into this team. And yeah, I think a European destination is on the cards for that young man.
So Scholar's just having a bandage applied to his lower left leg. I'm not sure whether it's the knee or the calf that's just causing him some troubles, but he's just getting some treatment now. Don't think it's anything too serious.
Nice stroke by Antonyov.
Provitola. Provitola finds Deck. Deck goes up. Good defense from Russia, who are eventually able to bring it down with Vorontsevich. Now Baburin, the pass across the floor to Sopan. Good ball movement. This throws it back outside. Baburin for three. What a team play from Russia.
And that's Russia's basket, best basket of the quarter. That is wonderful, exactly why Evgeny Baburin is in this team. Good heads up by Antonyov. Baburin knocks it down wide open. Just the places he practices. He's out here first before everybody else, knocking those threes down just for that kind of moment.
So timeout called. Argentina, the lead is down to just 6.
Yeah, Russia just starting to come into the game, just letting the offense flow as we look at some of the stats. 10 steals for Argentina, just 3 for Russia. 30% from 3 for Russia. In fact, both teams at 30%, so they're not making a massive percentage of three-pointers, but they're going inside. Zubkov's had some good moments, getting to right to the hoop. Carino missing the block there. They've just got to find a way, Russia, to stay with Argentina. They've got 2 of their main players in foul trouble. Baburin actually stayed out there, which was good for them, knocking down that wide open 3. With Campazzo on the bench, they've got to make the best of that. And as I think you alluded to earlier, they've only gone to the free throw line 3 times, made 2 of 3, and Argentina 12 of 17, as they often do. They do go to the line an awful lot during the game, attacking the basket and with their clever IQ.
Yeah, so Scholar, it looks as though he might have just had a bit of a graze or a cut just below his left knee, but he's back on the floor, which is great news, so clearly nothing too serious to impinge him going forward. So perhaps the last possession of this first half. Argentina with a 6-point advantage with Luca Vildoza. Beautiful bounce pass into Scholar. Scholar throws it out. Provitola has just about a second to get it away, and in the end, throws it out of bounds.
It started off such a good play with that wonderful bounce pass, but in the end, La Provatola just wasn't sure what to do with that. He needed to get the shot up, and the pass was thrown out of bounds. A bit scrappy, a scrappy finish for Argentina there.
As the buzzer goes for half-time between Russia and Argentina, the top two so far in Group B. We're looking to determine who will finish as group winners and who will go through as group runners-up. Well, at the moment, it's Argentina in the ascendancy, but only just. They lead by 6, 39 points to 33.
It's been a good first half. Very slow start. Took 3 minutes for either team to score. Then Argentina went on their run. But Russia have just hung about on the back of that Baburian three and some good play by Zubkov. They're trying to find a formula to break this tough Argentinian team down. And the 2 points and 3 points, both 30% from three, 58% from two, Russia. So they are really looking inside, and they should keep doing that. They need to get to the free throw line more. Only 2 out of 3 so far. Rebounds, Argentina have the edge, and 10 steals as well to 3. Really active hands. When they went on that run to get that first lead, that was a lot of what it was based on. Lots of steals, lots of deflections. There's the scorers, 10 and 9 to Scala and Campazzo. Deli are doing well for 5 points. Both him and Campazzo have been able to sit. Zubkov, Kubanov and Antonyov, the top 3 scorers for Russia.
Yeah, that run that Argentina went on when they had 18 consecutive points doing the damage. But as Graham said, Russia have done well just to stay in touch, very much in touch, only trailing by 6. We will leave you with the highlights from the first half, but do join us again in just over 10 minutes' time when the second half will get underway. At the halftime break, it's Argentina 39, Russia 33.
Good inside Hachimura! Pounds it home!
The crossover towards the basket, lovely dish as well for the Eloy Vargas throwdown. Some Dominican dynamite exploding on Germany's second round chances.
Looking to break quickly here, laid up. Does it go in, but the follow from Yusufa Ndoye, who throws it down. And Senegal extend their lead to 5 once again. Oh, what a pass to Ingles. That's beautiful from Australia. So slick, so smooth. Outstanding. How about this from Bogut and Ingles? Great combination.
Bit of space inside as they shifted on again, and out of nowhere comes Kleber. Just what you were saying. He had 4 blocks against France, Maxi Kleber, and he's in the game and in with a bang.
My parents gave me away, so I had no purpose in this life. Yeah. When you educate a woman, you educate a nation. It's a quote from Nelson Mandela, by the way.
So welcome back, everybody, to the Wuhan Sports Center. Russia taking on Argentina in the battle to determine who will go through as group winners in Group B and who will go through as runners-up. Both sides already know that they have qualified through to the second round, and they will be heading to Foshan. Well, presumably tomorrow they'll fly there, and they will join Poland and one of either Venezuela or China, who are currently playing at the moment. That tipped off half an hour before this one, so they're already in the fourth quarter, and it looks as though it is going to be Venezuela, and the host nation China are struggling. 12 points back with just around 5 minutes or so remaining in that one. But here it is, Argentina, who lead by 6 at the break, 39 points to 33. They have led by as many as 11. They went on a massive run. They scored the last 3 points of the first quarter, and then the first 15 points of the second quarter did Argentina. But I suppose, Graham, you've got to give Russia a lot of credit for actually just showing their resilience, showing their character, and staying in touch and only being 6 points back.
No, that's correct. They really have dug deep. 2 or 3 players come into the full. Zubkov, Baburin knocking down that big shot. Kalagin and Baburin in foul trouble, both on 3 fouls. Vorontsevich still to really get going, but Zubkov has really played a big part, and they're just trying to contain Argentina, because you saw when they went on that run in the first half with Campazzo pulling the strings, they're so difficult to contain, and things can get out of control pretty quickly.
Yeah, speaking of Facundo Campazzo, he just put on a bit of a show for us, didn't he, in that first half?
He certainly did. 9 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists in 14 minutes. He doesn't need a lot of minutes to really impact a game. Just taking off a couple of offensive rebounds at just 5'10". As you say, the smallest player on the court vertically, but he's got the biggest heart and a very, very high IQ.
So Luis Scola, another 10 points for him. A couple of rebounds and an assist as well for Luis Scola. Just makes the game look so easy at times. Does the 39-year-old, playing in his 5th World Cup, remember. Anything slightly differently, Graham, that you think maybe Russia could do in this second half?
They've just got to try and contain Argentina, run them off their three-point lines, protect the rim. Don't let any easy baskets, because we've seen that Argentina will make an extra pass into Scola, drop off to deck or kick out. They won't force it, or very rarely they're going to force it. So Russia have just got to play heads-up defence. Help has got to come over if you're running them off the three-point line, to not let the likes of Campazzo, La Provitola, Scola, whoever, or Redivo, whoever it might be, making the threes. And then they've just got to collectively clog up the middle to stop Argentina's bigs getting right to the front of the rim.
Well, time will tell. Second half just about to get underway. It's Argentina 39, Russia 33, as the Russian supporters do their best to try and get behind their team. And straight into the hands of Facundo Campazzo. Scola, oh, what a pass already. What a dish from Luis Scola as Delia makes the simplest of twos.
Incredible vision there by Scola. Just, again, just passing to his big man, Delia, for the easy finish.
Sopin into Fridzon. Very nearly had it stolen. Vorontsevich. Kubanov. Shot clock is down to 3, so he has to get it away. Scola this time brings down the rebounds.
And Argentina have started off really sharply.
Campazzo just trying to swing it around to Scola.
Yeah, good job by Sopin. It hit him on the leg, but at least he's got in the way, and look at that pass inside. Good spacing. Great spacing there between Scola and Delia. Scola just stepping outside, giving more room to Delia underneath.
Only twice before have Argentina won all of their games in the preliminary round of a FIBA Basketball World Cup, but they have been reasonably recently, 2002 and 2006. Got the opportunity to add 2019 to that list as well here. Kubanov. Oh, it's well read from Vildoza just to tip the ball out of bounds.
Yeah, good edging into the passing lane from Vildoza. Knocks the ball out of bounds and breaks up the Russian offense.
Kubanov throws it out, Vorontsevich, nice feint from him, throws it into Ivlev, back to Vorontsevich, nice play from Russia.
And Russia showing that their bigs can pass the ball, and that was an extra pass straight back by Ivlev. He's not a natural offensive player. I know he knocked down that three earlier, but he's always happy to give the ball up or set a screen for a teammate, and made a really quick return pass for Vorontsevich there.
Here's Vildoza, now Campazzo. Campazzo sees a little gap, throws up the floater, can't get it to go. Vorontsevich brings down the rebound, his 5th. Now Fridzon. Ivlev. Vorontsevich thought about the 3. Scola came out. Close him down, and as Campazzo got the steal. Yeah, it's Argentina's ball.
And bodies flying onto the floor, but Campazzo gets there first. The Ball's tied up, but it's Argentina's possession on the arrow. But the previous defence by Russia, that was good. Good defence, making Campazzo really throw that high floater up. He couldn't get it to go. So that's the sort of things they've got to do. Force Campazzo to drive to the basket and then come over and help.
Here's Luis Scola. Campazzo back to Scola. Vildoza tries to throw it into Delia. It's a good pass. Draws the foul. We'll head to the line and shoot two.
Another quick pass inside. Delia gets good position, on that baseline. Ivlev was going one way and then had to change direction quickly and always out of position there and off balance. Delia to the line. Again, Adam Delia just plays within the flow of the offense, plays within the system, knows his spots on the floor where he can score and where he can help his team.
So splits them from the line, 1 from 2. Goes to 8 points personal to go alongside his 2 rebounds. The lead is 7. Sopin. Vorontsevich. Oh, Scola very nearly able to make the steal. The shot clock is down to 2. Ivlev's just going to have to throw it up. No, instead the extra pass to Sopin. That's good defensive possession from Argentina. Now Campazzo. Campazzo down the other end of the floor, throws it outside to Vildoza. Campazzo gets it back, shoots the 3, comes up short. Vorontsevich brings down the rebound. Now Vitali Fridzon. Vorontsevich, we've seen him knock down 1 3 from there, can't get this one to go. Garino with the rebound into Campazzo. Campazzo, the little bounce pass to Luis Scola. Scola looking to try and weave his way through, just doesn't quite get the roll, but will head to the stripe.
Clever play by Luis Scola. He knew he had Ivlev on his back and he just caught the ball. Nice pass inside and then he just spun. Fridston came over too late and he again just steps through. He's not going to jump over you, but his footwork and his fakes are just second to none. Another top performance by Luis Scola. Ivlev on 3 fouls now. The fouls are mounting up for Russia. They're really going to have to use their whole roster to try and stay with this multi-talented Argentinian team.
Sopin. Fridzon. Vorontsevich, nice pass underneath. Semen Antonyov, big rebound from Luis Scola, still throwing his body on the line for the Argentine cause.
And Antonyov just couldn't get the finish there inside. Good defense by Vildoza. And then in comes Scola with the flying rebound.
Relatively subdued start to this third quarter, but it's Argentina who have just increased the advantage by 2. Campazzo, Delia. Passing to Luis Scola, who spins towards the hoop, grabs his own rebound. Luis Scola, good defense from Vorontsevich. He still somehow is able to keep the ball in bounds though. Now Luca Vildoza into Marcos Delia, who had Vorontsevich all over him, but he still makes the layup.
Great catch. He wasn't sure where he was for a split second, but he got himself organised, went up and finished right under the hoop.
Semen Antonyov. Kubanov. Kubanov looking to go to work against Garino. Strong play from Nikita Kubanov.
Yeah, the key to that was that he stayed really low and a quick step through and finished with his left hand.
Campazzo, what a pass to Luis Scola.
That is head-shaking stuff, Adam. That is wonderful. One-handed wrap-around bullet pass. Good catch by Scola.
Kubanov again draws the foul from Delia and will shoot 2.
Yeah, Nikita Kubanov, he really exploded in the first half and he's just starting to do the same, and that is just an incredible catch as well. And this was good patience. He evaded one defender, then he had Vorontsevich on his back and was able to protect the ball and finish. Good play by Delia, who's just doing his job. Perfect wingman, if you like, for Scola.
Well, Delia's already into double digits today, 10 points and 2 rebounds for him.
Well, Russia are getting to the line. We spoke about it at the end of the half. They need to get to the line more. They need to make them. Only just 3 of 5 compared with 14 of 21 from Argentina.
It's Campazzo, Vildoza. Vildoza, the little round the back pass to Marcos Delia. Delia, beautiful little play from Delia, who grabs his own rebound, puts it back and one. Big time play from Marcos Delia.
And again, Delia just too strong and just forces his way over Karasev. Keeps with it, misses the first effort. Nice look to the baseline to get the help to come across. Misses that and then gets his rebound, but he's just too big, too strong, and he's in complete rhythm, and Scola loves it. Again, another big player, Delia at 6'9", technically very correct.
Converts on the 3-point play. Marcos Delia, so joins Luis Scola on 13 points. Sergei Karasev, now Zubkov. Zubkov up against Garino, has his pocket pick from Luka Vildoza though. The little behind the back pass again from Vildoza. Campazzo. Campazzo into Luis Scola. Those two combine once again, and the last touch deemed off Marcos Delia, so Russia will get it.
Some wonderful pass again. Campazzo always on the move, always heads up. Again, that's maybe where Scola doesn't have that elevation now. A few years ago, he may have just taken off there and thrown it down. He's relying on really soft touch, and that ends up being a more difficult shot than if he's able to get up and over the top of the rim.
So the lead is 12. It's the biggest lead of the game so far for Argentina. Just over 4 minutes to go in this third quarter. Karasev. Now Vorontsevich. Mikhail Kulagin, who's been quiet so far. No points for Kulagin at the moment. Vorontsevich. Now Zubkov for 3. No good. Rebound by Luis Scola. Campazzo. Luka Vildoza just decides to try his luck from a long way out. Semen Antonyov with the rebounds. Right, Vorontsevich, well, they just back off him and allow him the 3. Can't connect, but good work on the glass from Zubkov.
Yeah, really good job by Zubkov. Alive to the offensive rebound and knocks it straight back down. But Vorontsevich almost had too much time. He delayed his shot and ended up just missing it left.
Luis Scola. Campazzo. Patricio Garino had a big game day too, did Patricio Garino. He's been a little quieter today. 2 points, 3 rebounds and 1 assist for him.
That was good defense by Russia. Really made it very difficult for Garino to get to the hoop.
Mikhail Kalagin looking to try and get himself going from beyond the arc. Campazzo. Russia still just about staying in touch here. Just a 10-point lead for Argentina, but a big 2 and a bit minutes coming up to finish off this third quarter as Campazzo lines up the 3. Count it!
And he loves it, and the crowd love it. The Argentinians in the crowd do. He just measured his defender up, a couple of dribbles through the legs, and just elevated and knocked down the 3.
Mikhail Kalagin. As Vorontsevich looks to respond with a 3 of his own, no good. Campazzo can bring it forward for Argentina. Campazzo just leaves the defense as Garino can't connect on the 3.
Campazzo almost got all the way to the front of the hoop, but chose not to finish and to kick it out to Garino. Fortunately, he couldn't knock down the 3.
Semen Antonyov. Now Mikhail Kalagin. Kalagin into the corner. Sergei Karasev lining up the 3. Nowhere near really as Vorontsevich can't keep it in bounds.
Yes, it's getting tough for Russia. Their defense is so tough, so intense. They're getting out to the shots, and when you've got Campazzo doing that to you right in Antonyov's face. Again, 5'10". Against 6'8", but the 5'10" player wins the day in that duel, and that's what he does. He's got such a quick release. He can drag you out. He'll take you in, side to side. He's in control of you, not the other way around. Bazarevich has got decisions to make now. They would obviously love to win this game to take 3 wins to the next round, but they may have to start thinking about resting some players in the fourth. Turnovers, 14 points from turnovers for Russia, 17 points from turnovers for Argentina. They do finish off well, and that's Delia finishing off well right underneath after the pass from Scholar. And that time from Vildoza, just catches the ball, little pivot round and finish. Just basic, fundamental big man play from Marcus Delia. Of course, playing his basketball in Spain, in Murcia, Basketball Champions League.
Well, they'll be pretty happy at the moment, the Argentine supporters. I'm sure a number of them have probably already booked their tickets in Foshan as well, and will be following their team right to the bitter end.
Yes, they certainly will. They're fantastic supporters, the Argentines. They love their sport, as you've said, over the time that we've been here, and they love their basketball team, and Delia having a really big game for them.
So Campazzo just under 90 seconds to go in this third quarter. The lead is 13, as big as we've seen so far. As Campazzo looks to go to work again, tries to throw it out to Garino, but turns it over instead. Evgeny Baburin. No Zubkov. Has to go back outside to Karasev. Great work from Luca Vildoza with the steal.
Yeah,
no Facundo Campazzo. Vildoza now lining up the 3. No good. Kalagin. Chance of a 2-for-1 here if they are quick. The foul goes on Delia.
He just steps out there, both hands on Kalagin. Ball just got stuck here. Antonov wasn't sure how to play it. The help was right there with Campazzo, and he just lost the ball down the other end. He was determined to get get a turnover for his team or a steal for his team immediately.
So Campazzo checks out to a very well-earned round of applause. As Maximo Fiellerup is back in the game. Antonyov tries to throw it into Zubkov. Last touch off Zubkov. Argentina will get it and will have the last possession of this third quarter if they so wish.
Yeah, good job by Guarino. Underneath, and Vildoza just making it as tough as possible to get the ball into Zubkov there.
Facundo Campazzo will just slow it down and tick by the final few seconds of this third quarter. The lead is 13. Can they increase it before heading into the fourth? Campazzo decides to go himself. No, he doesn't. Little bounce pass to Delia, who's called on the travel.
Another good attack to the middle of the key there. It's just stepped on the line. I think they may have called that. An Argentine supporter wanted the travel. I think it was just stepped on the line. But good defense by the Russians underneath. They're just easing Delia towards the baseline, causing the turnover.
So they've got 2 seconds to try and get the final shot away from the half court. Up it goes. Oh, and very nearly down it goes, but just off the rim. And Argentina just extend the advantage here against Russia. They outscore them 14 points to 7 in that third. And they lead 53 points to 40 overall.
Another professional job by the Argentinians as Coach Hernandez just discussing with his coaches some tactics and planning for the fourth. But as we look at the stats, Argentina 43% from two, only 27% from three, but Russia are only 17%, so it's not a great shooting night for either team from behind the arc. And one of the threes was Ivlev, who's not a regular three-point shooter, so Russia just haven't been able to take advantage from outside. That was a nice interchange, pass, turning Delia one way then the other. But Argentina always seem to have another gear. They've probably not got out of third gear for the first couple of games. And now when they go into overdrive, they're tough to live with so much talent. Luis Scola, Campazzo, Delia having a big game. There's another great look at that pass from Vildoza. Always has his head up. And Delia just getting really good position. Once he's got the player underneath, once he's underneath and he's got the player on his back, then the defender has not got a chance. And Kabanov has shown some really bright moments in this game. Good defense, attacking the basket. Bit of frustration here between him and Scola, but Scola's not going to give you an inch. He's going to try and make things as difficult as possible. And here's the Campazzo three. And Antonyov steps away, and that's what happens. That is perfect rotation and form with a high arc. Facundo Campazzo, and he loves it. Signs 3 to the Argentinian supporters. And they are packed in tonight, Adam. There's a lot here.
Yeah, they sure are, as they have been really for the whole week here in Wuhan. And the Russian fans, well, some of them still smiling, and well, there's no reason for them not to just yet. Still plenty of time left. They only trail by 13. We've seen much bigger leads than that evaporate in a final quarter before.
Yeah, and they're going to go through to the second round. They've had their issues with player personnel. That's not an issue for Russia. That's a complete breakdown by Argentina. They've just got to keep fighting. Argentina aren't going to give you anything easy. You're going to have to work for every single point.
Yeah, complete lapse in concentration from Argentina. Start off this final quarter. Deck can't quite put it in on the reverse, and Russia can come again. Yevgeny Baburin. Nikita Kubanov up against Fjellerup. Zubkov, Baburin, extra pass out to the corner, the three on the way, and Sopin knocks it down. It's the perfect start in this final quarter for the Russians.
Andrei Sopin with a 5-0 lead to start the fourth for Russia. Things are looking good for the team in white.
Remember, they trailed by 8 against Nigeria in the final quarter. On game day 1, they trailed by 8 against Argentina in the final quarter. Can they find a similar response that we saw last Saturday? Campazzo. There's only 2 seconds left on the shot clock here. Campazzo has decided to pass. I don't think he quite realised that the shot clock was counting down.
This is a poor start to the fourth by Argentina. They've had a complete breakdown on the Sopin layup. Great ball movement then from one side right round to the other for Russia, with the other 3 for Sopin, and then Campazzo just doesn't realise the shot clock's running down.
So can Russia eat into this lead again? So very nearly backcourt violation, but Sopin did well to recover. Now Zubkov to Nikita Kubanov. As he draws the foul, Kubanov.
Yeah, they're going to Kubanov at 6 for 8, up against Garino, 6'5". He's trying to use his size and bully Garino as he does there, and gets the foul and gets to the line, and now Garino's on 3 fouls.
So a timeout is called by Sergio Hernandez, clearly not happy with the start that his side have made to this final quarter. Russia have come flying out of the blocks, and they've reduced the deficit to 8.
Hernandez again just asking he's asking a question of his team. What do you do? What are you doing? Come on, switch on. There's some statistics: 30 rebounds for Argentina to 24, and turnovers 16 to Russia, 12 to Argentina. Russia had been averaging 13 turnovers. Argentina just 12 turnovers a game in the first 2. That was the first layup, Adam, but they just right off the start of the quarter. Then that was beautiful ball movement from one side right round to the other for Sopin. He'd love that, and that's a great moment for him. 5 points to bring Russia back into this game. One of the players brought into the team because of the dropouts of some of the bigger names, and it's a great moment for him.
Yeah, 5 points, 3 assists, all those 5 points coming in the opening minute and a half or so of this final quarter. As Kubanov is on the line, just about to shoot a couple, knocks down his 12th points of the game.
They still need to get to the line more, just 4 of 6 as a team.
So makes both from the line. The man who plies his trade in CSKA Moscow was the VTB United League Playoffs MVP of 2019, was Nikita Kubanov, and you can understand why, having seen his performances so far here in Wuhan. It's another turnover from Argentina.
It's really sloppy. They've just switched off the start of this quarter. Good defense by Russia, making it as difficult as possible, making Provatola have to pass it out the other side. Throws it out of bounds.
Sopin. Now Zubkov. Last touch off Gabriel Deck, so Russia will keep it with 6 seconds left on the shot clock.
That was a close to another turnover for Russia as the defense really came hard to the ball.
Oh, it's another complete lapse in concentration from Argentina. What is going on out there right now?
Well, you could see Delia in the middle, wasn't sure which way he needed to go. And by the time they'd sorted themselves out, Vorontsevich had scored.
So that 13-point lead is now just 4, as Leprovitola is blocked by Zubkov, but then Zubkov called on the foul.
And you can see Coach Hernandez on the far side is not happy, but that is absolutely ridiculous. Somebody is going to be given the job of guarding Vorontsevich, but in the switches or the rotations, Delia's got caught in the middle in no man's land. Vorontsevich wide open underneath.
So a 9-0 run from Russia to start off this final quarter. Marcos Delia can put a stop to that, or comes up way short with the first free throw.
Argentina have got to cope without Scola on the floor. Delia has to step up. He's made a mistake on defence, or a collective mistake on the last play. And now he's missed the 2 free throws. Just look a bit edgy now, Argentina. They're being challenged.
Evgeny Baburin. Baburin, good steal from Leprovitola. Leprovitola goes himself, can't make the layup. And the decision goes Russia's way.
It's a sloppy play by Russia on that one-handed pass by Baburin. Great job by Leprovitola. Good recovery by Baburin. It's been adjudged that it's Russia's ball, so everything going Russia's way at the moment.
Yeah, foul on. Facundo Campazzo picks up his 3rd personal foul. Kubanov, now Baburin. Vorontsevich, can he go to work against Lewis Scholar? Oh, what a shot from Vorontsevich.
That's a joy to watch. Vorontsevich up against Scholar, just sizes him up, turns to the baseline, knocks it down off the glass.
The biggest scoring run of the game so far. It's 11, all 11 points in this quarter have gone the way of the Russians. It's a 1-possession game all of a sudden, a game in which Argentina look to be controlling, as Campazzo draws the foul and will shoot 2.
And Campazzo is going to have to come to the fore here. That's a wonderful move by Vorontsevich. Just elevates and turns. So there's no way Scholar can stop that. And here comes Campazzo going hard to the hoop, picking up the foul off Sopin. But Campazzo and Scholar are going to have to calm things down here for their team and get back into this. 11-0 run, as you say, Adam, that's a big turnaround for Russia in this 4th quarter.
Well, he looks a little anxious. Enjoy Kirilenko. Campazzo stops the rot. Makes them both. Well, we thought this one was going to be tight and nervy and edgy, and it's turning out to be just that. Sopin tries to find Evgeny Baburin, but the pass had too much on it, and it's a reasonably cheap turnover there from Russia.
It's good defense by Argentina. Campazzo especially just making Sopin stop and have to kick the ball out, and there was too much height on the pass, a turnover.
Campazzo, Leprovitola. Leprovitola decides to shoot the 3 from a long way out, can't get it to go, but a foul is called underneath.
Foul on Baburin, just good pressure on the offensive rebounds by Argentina.
That's his 4th foul as well for Evgeny Baburin. So he's just got to be a little careful now. Gabriel Deck, difficult shot, no good. Vorontsevich with the rebound. Kubanov, Sopin into Baburin. Kubanov again, throws it back outside. Zubkov, well, he thought about throwing the three. In the end, he did. He wasn't far off either. And the foul goes on Luis Scola.
The shot goes up by Zubkov from deep. And Scola this time hasn't got good position. Inside position is by Vorontsevich. The only way Scola can stop Vorontsevich getting the rebound is to foul him.
Vorontsevich, this will be a three if it goes. It doesn't. Campazzo picks up the loose ball and tries to spring the fast break. A little spin from Campazzo. It's beautifully done. Draws the foul in the end.
And again, he's first to the long rebound. Gets the ball and he's off. As fast as you like. Couple of spins as he evades the Russian defence. And there's a foul called either on Sopin or Baburin.
That's Baburin, so that's his fifth. So he will play no more part in this game. Picked up those 3 fouls, didn't he, in his first 2 minutes of coming onto the floor today, Evgeny Baburin. And they've come back to haunt him, so they'll be without their number 4 for the final 5.5 minutes here. Argentina leading by 4. Campazzo, beautiful finish with the left hand.
That's a wonderful finger roll, high finger roll, up and over the hoop. And Argentina gets some sort of control back in this game. That is wonderful. Either hand, Vorontsevich. He'd already gone past him, so tough for Vorontsevich to come across, even with the height difference. And he just gets the ball up so quick. And Galizzi and the Argentinian bench love that.
What a game Facundo Campazzo is having. 16 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists for him as Russia call timeout.
Still only a 2-possession game. They're still leading this quarter 11-4. They've just got to take care of the ball, make some open shots, keep moving the ball side to side, and put some pressure on the interior defense of Argentina. 10 points from turnovers, but 17 for Argentina, 18 turnovers for Russia. They're really mounting up, just 13 for Argentina. But that's the pressure that Argentina put on you collectively, and individuals like La Provatola and Campazzo. Vildoza again is becoming a really good defender. All learning off the maestros and magicians in Campazzo and Scola.
So they've stretched the lead again to 6 here, Argentina. Russia did get to within 2 so far in this 4th quarter.
Yeah, they started so well at the beginning of this quarter with the 5 points from Sopin. And then Vorontsevich wide open underneath. But Argentina have just got their act together.
Sopin really turns on the afterburners. Extra pass to Zubkov. Vorontsevich bounces it into Kubanov. A little fortunate that the loose ball finds its way through to Fritzon. Vitali Fritzon again, just hits the leg of Scola.
That was good defense from Argentina, though. Stopping the penetration and then getting out to the shooters, chasing them off the 3-point line or making them think about letting the shot go.
Kubanov. No, Zubkov. Foul goes on Gabriel Deck.
Deck just reaching around. Always going to get called for that, and he knew that, but he didn't want Zubkov to be attacking that rim, putting the pressure on the interior Argentina defense.
Fritzon, beautiful pass underneath. Not going to count.
It's great position by Zubkov, and a good find by Frisden. One-handed pass. And Garino just couldn't get the right side of him defensively, commits the foul.
So Zubkov heads to the line. 12 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists for Andrei Zubkov today. Good game from him. Can tell you that Venezuela have beaten China over in Group A. So just to confirm that joining Argentina and Russia in the second round will be Poland and Venezuela in Foshan when the second round starts in a few days' time. So the host nation will not be happy.
Really unfortunate for China and the hosts, putting on such a great tournament, but they won't be in the second round.
Campazzo did well. I think he just played the ball off Vorontsevich.
Yeah, smart play by Campazzo, but there's a few worried looks on the Argentinian bench there. Just a 4-point lead for them.
La Provatola decides to go himself. Just off balance, couldn't make the two. So another chance here for Russia. Fridston, great little break down the floor, and the two is put in by Zubkov.
And Zubkov again at the 4, but he was the beneficiary of great ball movement up the floor. Fridston, quick pass inside. Zubkov did the rest.
Back to a 2-point game. Luis Scola comes up way short as Kubanov grabs his third rebound. A pass again down the floor to Andrei Zubkov. Zubkov out to Fritzon. Back to Zubkov. Throws up the 3. No good. And Argentina get the call.
I think it's an offensive foul on Kubanov. He was trying desperately to get that offensive rebound, but this was a great play. Just straight along the sideline. The first pass straight into Zubkov, who'd run the full length of the court and got right under the rim, as you're coached to do as a big. And they just couldn't make that long-range shot, and Kubanov committed the offensive foul going for the rebound.
So Garino at the line, just 2 points today, 3 rebounds. He's also got 4 fouls to his name.
Yeah, he had the high-flying alley-oop earlier in the game, but he had a good game in game day 2.
Sopin again just explodes to the rim.
He's having the game of his life, Andrei Sopin. Finishes with his left hand, having to play a lot of minutes in this game, and he's up to the task so far.
7 points, excuse me, to go alongside his 4 assists. Here's Vildoza. Campazzo. Whistle was already called. Campazzo not happy.
Campazzo asking the questions of Zubkov and the Russian defense. The help had come. Vorontsevich was there, but Vorontsevich fouled as well. He got his arm outstretched, and I think it was him that pushed. It was him that pushed Campazzo hard to the floor. $17 points now, 83% from the line, 6 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 steals, just the 2 turnovers.
Here is Sopin, still just a 1-possession game here. 3 points the lead for Argentina. Kubanov up against Garino again. That matchup that we've seen, and they will turn it over. The offensive foul called on Kubanov.
Yes. Not for the first time he's tried to get in the post. It's worked for him a few times, but this time Garino was not moving. In the end, 1 too many pushes. 3rd time he pushes Garino. Garino does go down, as he should do. The elbow was extended, and it's the correct call.
Just over 3 minutes to go in this final quarter. The final game on the final game day of the preliminary phase of the 2019 FIBA Basketball World Cup. Luka Vildoza, oh, he gets lucky, very lucky that the ball obviously just took a slight glance off Andrei Sopin.
Yep, Sopin getting right in the passing lanes. This is what Russia have got to do. They've got to take some chances now on the defensive end.
It's Facundo Campazzo just deciding to shoot over Kubanov. Can't get it to go. Fritzon grabs the rebound, his second of the game. No points so far for the Russian captain. Zubkov now for three to try and level this game up. The rebound is grabbed by Patricio Garino, and he draws the foul.
It's just a matter of inches. Zubkov misses the three, the wide open three, and the offensive foul called on Russia.
So Garino finds himself back at the foul line. Every one of these imperative now as we head down the home stretch. He makes the first.
Yeah, they're just keeping Russia at arm's length for Argentina. Garino's played well. He's in foul trouble. Just took that charge on the offensive end, on the defensive end. He's doing a good job for his team.
So it makes them both. Just stretches the lead to 5. Still a long way to go. 2.5 minutes. Sopin very nearly had it stolen from Facundo Campazzo. Fritzon did well, actually. Now Zubkov. Foul goes on Scholar.
Yeah, the Russians looked a bit nervous there with their passing, but it's the pressure that the likes of Campazzo put on you. And the guards, Vildoza, La Provitola, they're just in the passing lanes, all around the ball. And you end up making sloppy passes.
Zubkov's very good game continues.
He's had a good tournament and he's been building up to this sort of breakout performance.
Full court press here from Russia. Managed to just about get their way out of it there, Argentina. Now Campazzo. Luka Vildoza. Vildoza deciding to shoot it from a long way out. Offensive rebound by Patricio Garino. Campazzo. Campazzo now shooting the three. Any three at this stage for Argentina could prove vital, and Garino does magnificently well. Now there's a bit of a miscommunication here. I think one official thinks it should be Russia ball, the other thinks it should be Argentina, so they are just going to have a little look at this. Obviously, with it being so late in the day, this could well be a fairly vital decision, so they've got to make sure they get it right. And obviously, with that instant review system, they can easily solve this.
Go review, out of bounds.
Let's see the normal speed
Again,
first.
like, normal speed, please.
Yep. Okay. So slow-mo.
距离全场比赛结束还有最后1分41秒，到底鹿死谁手，我们现在来不得而知。
See it from the other angle.
Good, this angle.
See it from the other angle.
最终的结果。
Hit the ball first. Yeah. Blue ball.
Okay.
Blue ball. So we stay with the ball.
All right.
Blue ball.
White calls the ball out of bounds.
Yes.
So blue ball. The game clock is. Yeah, you called out of bounds, so no problem about game clock.
1 for 2.
No problem. No problem. You called out of bounds, so it's okay.
For 2. Hey guys, you have 1 for 2. Yeah.
Now, well, I think they've come to the correct decision there. It did just come off Vitaly Fridzon last.
Yeah, and that was caused by the Argentinians again putting maximum pressure on the offensive rebounding. They'd already got one offensive rebound early, which Guarino had got in the far corner. He's there again, just doing whatever it takes. You put the pressure on the defense, they may not collect their rebound smartly and knock it out of bounds. Exactly what happened.
Campazzo into deck. Facundo Campazzo again. Luca Vildoza draws the foul.
Yeah, Frisden sliding across, trying to take a charge. He's taken a few already this tournament, but he's not there. He needed one more slide. Vildoza too quick for him on this occasion. Defensive foul.
What coaches go through. Every emotion so far today for Sergei Bazarevich.
He's got to be pleased with the work ethic of his team and the way they've hung tough, the way they started this fourth quarter, but it's trying to keep it going for long stretches against this Argentinian outfit.
So he only makes one from the line, stretches the lead to 4, just under 90 seconds to go. Vorontsevich, oh, that is a bit of a gift for Argentina.
That was a sloppy pass, bounce pass, but it was too near the feet of Zubkov. And this is what we're just saying, they got to keep making the most of every opportunity, and that's just thrown that away.
So Campazzo just slowing it down. Trying to take the sting out of this game with a minute to go. Shot clock is down to 3 here. Facundo Campazzo has chosen to go alone, comes up short with the 3, and Zubkov brings down the rebounds. Sopin up against Luis Scola. Sopin does magnificently.
That's another wonderful layup for the young Sopin. Just uses the screen, blows past Scola, who's trying to come over to help, and finishes with his left hand. Excuse me, his right hand from the left side, but just size Scola up. Scola can't stay with him. He just stays low, keeps going round baseline side, forcing the timeout from Argentina.
A little problem with the scoreboard that has been quickly fixed, but what a game that Andrei Sopin has had. We've barely seen him really over the first 2 game days, but 9 points, 4 assists and a rebound today.
He's had a great game and playing with freedom, not afraid of the moment. Really set the tone for the Russian team at the start of this fourth quarter with the 5 quick points, and he's carried it on and doing a great job with Kalagin in foul trouble and Baburin out. Just looking at the stats and percentages, assists 17 for Russia, just 12 for Argentina, 14 steals for Argentina, just 5 for Russia. The other key stat, Adam, is 20 turnovers for Russia. That's an awful lot of turnovers, and one right in front of us there with Vorontsevich to Zubkov, and they just can't allow any more mistakes, no more mental breakdowns. That's the only way they're going to get past this Argentinian team.
So 39 seconds to go. Argentina leading by just 2. This will be the closest game that we've seen here in Wuhan this week. Of course, Russia had that scare against Nigeria on game day 1, but in the end they managed to come through reasonably comfortably. The last 30 seconds or so they won by 5, but this one looks as though it's going to go right down to the wire. It's Argentina ball.
Yeah, and they'll be able to progress it into the front court so they can run a sideline out of bounds.
Luca Vildoza. Facundo Campazzo, beautiful little feint from Campazzo, the teardrop. Does it get the roll? Yes, he does.
That's a great fake by Facundo Campazzo. Dragged the defense out to him beyond the three-point line. Quick fake, drives into the middle before the help comes. That high teardrop floater gets the shooter's roll, and why not? He deserves it. Friston was taken right out of the play with that up fake. And that's a beautiful touch from the Argentinian magician.
Yeah, big time play from Facundo Campazzo, just stretches the lead to 4 as Russia this time called timeout with 28.4 seconds remaining.
Well, they're going to be able to progress the ball as well, advance it into the front court. And they've got to take care of the ball. There's going to be pressure on the ball in the passing lanes. They know how super smart the Argentinians are. Coach Barasevich has just got to set up a play, get an open shot, but if they're going to go inside, make sure of the pass as they throw it inside. As we look at foul trouble for Russia, Zubkov, Kabanov on 4 fouls, and Baburin didn't really play a lot of minutes. He's out with 5 fouls. It's a 2-possession game. 28 seconds remaining, a lot of time. Russia may go for a quick score and then go for the steal and get pressure all over the ball on the inbounds.
Well, the Russian fans look like they still believe. Can they inspire that kind of confidence into their team? 65 points to 61, 28.4 to go. Andrei Sopin. Sopin has his pocket picked by the little magician Facundo Campazzo, who just slows things down, draws the foul from Vitaly Fridzon.
You knew it was going to happen. You knew Campazzo was going to be at the centre of the action, and he was. And he just knocks the ball loose from behind. A lot of players would get called for the foul, but he does it cleanly. Just knocks the ball loose, gets it back, and then gets the foul up the other end. When it matters, he's at the heart of it. ...20 rebounds, 20 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists for Campazzo.
Well, they've well and truly found their voice now of the Argentine supporters. Is that steal from Facundo Campazzo going to be the key play coming down the stretch as Zubkov looks to respond with a 3? No good. A big, strong rebound from Gabriel Deck, who still managed to find its way through to Luis Scholar as well. Now Facundo Campazzo. Campazzo, can he finish with a flourish? Oh, you better believe he can!
What a play! What a way to finish! Garino throws it down over Zubkov, who doesn't look happy, but Campazzo just knew exactly how much time was left. He passed it to his friend Garino, who flushes it to finish the game.
Argentina will top Group B. A big win over Russia, who will go through as runners-up. It finishes Argentina 69, Russia 61.
And right to the end of the game, Campazzo is thinking, he's scheming, trying to get the best out of his team, and just shares the ball right at the end with Guarino, but it's his steals, his free throws as well for Campazzo, and leads this team in so many ways. And there's Luis Scola heading into the second round with an unbeaten record, 3-0, taking all those wins into the next round. They are in a very strong position to qualify for the quarterfinals.
Yeah, they sure are. Well, Kirilenko can still smile because Russia will still be heading through to the second round, but with a 2-1 record now. So they will have to go some in the second round and possibly win maybe 2, even 3 games to make it through to the next stage, whereas Argentina have just made their life a little easier. You never know, even 1 win in the second round could be enough depending what happens elsewhere.
Yeah, just looking at the stats, 41% from 2, just 20% from 3. Not a great three-point shooting night. 34% from the field for Argentina, 44% for Russia. Rebounds, +4 for Argentina. Assists, +4 for Russia. But turnovers, 21 for Russia, just 13 for Argentina. And they just had the answer every time. Even when Russia came out so strong at the start of the fourth, they got a timeout called. They just regained some control, and Russia pushed them all the way in this great game. Campazzo, Scola, Delia leading the way for Argentina. Zubkov with 18, Kabanov with 13, Vorontsevich with 9. But it's Campazzo in so many ways, in so many statistical compartments. He leads this team.
Yeah, he was just a joy to watch today. Facundo Campazzo, the way he reads the game, is 21.6 rebounds, 7 assists for Campazzo. A host of steals in there as well. I mean, even that last play, a little pass behind the back to lead to the big dunk from Patricio Guarino. But, well, Argentina at one stage looked as though they were cruising. They went out to a 13-point lead, but it was a bit of a sloppy start, actually, wasn't it? The start of the fourth quarter from them.
Well, they completely switched off. Sopin got an easy layup. No one responded. Then he hit the 3 in the corner. Then there was the Vorontsevich basket right under the basket where there it is right there. Delia steps up instead of stepping back. All the defense came over to the ball side too much. Vorontsevich thought, well, I'll just take this. There's nobody anywhere near me. And that was really the Russian comeback complete. Coach Hernandez called the timeout, plus this play from Vorontsevich is a really tough move, just spins to the baseline, so Scola can't challenge the shot. Takes a lot of core strength to do that, and just beautiful touch off the glass. But Argentina found a way, as they often do. But Russia can take a lot of confidence into the next round. They're going to cross over against the teams from Group A. And Coach Hernandez, I'm sure he'd be happy when we speak to him in the press conference, but his team gave him a few scares tonight, Adam.
Yeah, they sure did. How far do you think Argentina can realistically go in this World Cup?
Well, with the way the system is, and they've got their 3-0, one win should, in the next round, should get them through. They're going to be favourites, I think, to get out and get to the quarterfinals. They've got Poland and Venezuela they're going to play in the next round. And I think they can get quarterfinals. Teams will want to avoid Argentina, especially when they're playing on full throttle. As we see, again, part of this comeback and the switch off by Argentina. Pass straight down the line, sideline to Friston, who Zubkov is thanking. And then again, Sopin getting to the basket with his left hand. Past Campazzo this time. And he did it later on in the quarter when he got round Scola as well. So a big night for Sopin, even though he's part of a losing team.
Yeah, so just to confirm that obviously in the second round, Argentina and Russia won't play each other again. So Argentina will play Poland and Venezuela, and Russia will play Poland and Venezuela. So the two teams that contested games together in the preliminary stage here in Wuhan, or where Poland and Venezuela are concerned, they will not play each other for a second time, as we just look at that highlight play to finish the game for Argentina. Just a beautiful pass from Campazzo once again. And that is how it finished. Campazzo finishing with, 7 assists. And this probably the highlight of them. Guarino, 8 points and 5 rebounds for him in Argentina's 69-61 win here in Wuhan. So here are the final standings, though, in Group B. Argentina will go through as group winners. Russia will go through in second spot. They will now head to Foshan, where they will join Poland and Venezuela. Coming to Wuhan, we have Spain, Italy, Serbia and Puerto Rico, whereas Nigeria and Korea will head to Guangzhou, where they will take on the Côte d'Ivoire and China. So that concludes the first round games here in Wuhan. We'll be back on Friday when the second round will get underway. But for now, from myself, Adam Fielder and Graham Hiscock, we wish you good night.